Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, 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 cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
This is Donovan. I'm here with Helping Hands for Cruising. Last day of our inaugural cruise, we got to take a wonderful person for their very first cruise who's never been able to see the ocean or anything. And I gotta tell you, we've had so much fun. I got to go on land with him at the different ports, and he just had so much fun, and I think he enhanced my version of what cruising is like also. I'd like to say, I think my favorite thing so far on this cruise was having him see the ocean for the first time. And he goes, wow, that's big. And I was like, let me tell you about the colors of the water and what that means. And then I tried to talk to him about, imagine all the animal life and the whales, dolphins and the sharks and turtles all underneath this boat right now. It's all, the whole world is underneath us. And to see him just start to think and see a different way of thinking about things, man, it was so great. Later I heard him repeating some of the things I told him, and man, it just touched my heart so much. So Helping Hands for Cruising, that's what the number 4, helpinghandsforcruising.org. That's a place you can go, you can donate, and you can bring that dream to somebody else. It's so important to give somebody who's been in one place for most of their life and never seen the world, and put them on a place that can inspire them to do so much more that they thought they weren't able to do. So you help me make a dream a reality. And I'll see you on the next one.
Well, g'day folks, how you going? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. For those of you on the other side of the pond, good morning. Those of you on our side of the pond, good evening. And first in the chat is young Mr. Joe. Thank you very much for popping in, mate. Nice to see you here. Nick is second. Good morning. Joe's response is saying, hey, Nick, this time last year, he was on his way back to Sydney with an Irishman as their coach captain, which is awesome because I got to see the lanky Yankee giant and the lanky Aussie body. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. But anyway, two people that we had the greatest of time with, and I'm going to look forward to spending more time with young Mr. Joe in approximately a year and a bit. Can't tell you the number of days at this point. I think it's 599 days we're going to be spending some time together on board the Carnival Luminosa. And so we're looking forward to that. It's going to be great. Joe is saying that he cannot believe that it went so well. Yeah, we had the most amazing time together. Nick did indulge in a lot of Aussie stuff, including cinemas, and he actually had, I believe he had 2 lots, one in Melbourne and one somewhere else, I believe. But the compliment came back that the cinemas in Melbourne was the best. So there we go. Folks, if you're on the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel, please go ahead, like, sub, and share this out. We certainly want to get this channel up and running. We want to get it to be a point where it is self-sufficient, because at the end of the day, our primary focus is getting people on board cruise ships. Nick is saying he's planning out he's planning out his February trip, taking the train from Frankfurt to Milan, and he's going to stop in Zurich to have a traditional Swiss meal along the way. Nick, you may or may not like this, but my suggestion is please go ahead, have a Swiss fondue. Generally, the Swiss fondue has some alcohol in it, but I'll tell you what, I think you're going to enjoy it. It's an interesting meal on its own. Joe's saying the highlight, getting to see the low vehicle wrecker that is the Montague Street Bridge. Yes, that bridge is renowned, and for those across the pond that don't know, well, you've got to come to Melbourne and actually check it out. This bridge is renowned for destroying buses, trucks, and anything that's over 2.5 meters. G'day, Ryan. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here, and thank you for all your assistance. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that shortly. And Joe's saying g'day to Ryan. Nick is saying definitely that's the plan to have the Swiss fondue. He was reading the history behind it. Fondue started to be a big thing in Switzerland during World War II. Yeah, because it was filled with all the nourishments that cheese can do, plus whatever you put in it, plus what you use to dip into it. And generally, it's little pieces of bread. So, yeah, most enjoyable. I had it when I was 16, I think. Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. So what's new and what's happening in HH4C? Don't know if a lot of you have seen some of the communication that's been going out there. Jen, who you guys met last week, has been definitely busy doing a whole bucket load of things. Getting our auction, our silent auction underway. And yes, we're asking for anybody who's got anything that they are prepared to auction off to get involved in that. But also, there was something else that she'd organised hang on, let me just find it. No, it's not in that one, or is it? Oh, yes, it is, maybe. No, it's not in that one. I'm just having a look. I'll talk more about it. It's to do with it's in the advisory board. It's to do with some promotional things. So, for example, what you can do is get involved in this, and you can start to purchase foodstuffs. And by purchasing foodstuffs, you benefit HH4C. So the organisation that's involved, give me a minute, I'm trying to get there. There's been, oh my God, I'm not allowed to go to sleep, because every time I go to sleep, the chat in this particular area, the chat just goes right through the roof. There we go. So the organisation is called A Blend. And with A Blend, the good news is anybody in the US can go ahead and purchase food items through that. And of course, through a blend, there is a bucket load of money that comes down to HH4C. So it's very, very helpful, and it's awesome. Let me see. Joe is saying, just to say this, Melbourne 2024 was much better than Melbourne 2016. Return visits seem to be better than the first times. Mate, glad you enjoyed it. Glad you had a great time. We certainly did as well with you. So that was awesome. And okay, so Nick is saying, so he's planning to have his cheese fondue, and of course he's planning it out perfectly because February on their side of the globe has less daylight per day, so time to get out. So his train ride is entirely in the daylight with the stop. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, I think you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so yeah, we do want people to get involved with that because what that does is that benefits us. So 50% of all the purchases made come straight to us. So that's really great. As well as that, I believe the popcorn is coming up at some time in the near future. Again, go to the website, Helping Hands, the number 4 cruising, helpinghands4cruising.org. Go through there, have a look at the website, and you will see under fundraising all the things that are being added to the website, plus all the info about cruises coming up and the recipients and so forth. So, folks, this is awesome. Please get involved. There's a whole host of other things that I was talking with Jen about, but as we know, the silent auction is coming up, and look, I've tried to nail her foot to the floor. It won't stick because she won't tell me. And when I try and ask Ross, Ross doesn't tell me either. So at the end of the day, we're all going to have to be in what's the word I'm looking for? In suspenders. I'm in suspense about what is planned because this year is going to be an amazing year. We've got a cruise coming up, we've got another one next year, and we've got another one at the end of the year. So please, folks, let's have some excitement about what's happening, and let's get the money rolling in. The more funds we get, the more people we get on cruises. The goal for the hierarchy is 100,000 people on board cruise ships at some point anywhere around the world. So right now, for those interested, we've put an application in to change the name of the Australian company. It was Helping Hands for Cruising Pty Limited. We've now changed the name, and hopefully it gets accepted to Helping Hands for Cruising Australia Limited. So there we go. Yes, Joe, exactly. The more funds we get, the more bums on cruises. So, folks, get your dollars in so we can put bums on cruises. Oh, boy. Thank you for that, Joe. Really appreciate that, mate. There's the website, Helping Hands, the number 4 cruising.org. I don't know about you guys, but today's been an incredibly long day for me. I had actually it was a 2 a.m. wake up. Couldn't get back to sleep, but I had to be out of bed by 5 to 5 so that I could be out at my site at 7:30. So that was an interesting one. And if I'm a little bit on the fatigued side, please forgive me. All right, so this is the part where I do I pay for the show, and I put up the advertising. The first thing I'm going to deal with is another particular video which has a shipload of meaning, and it is like time is of the essence on this one. So we want to get as many people on board this cruise. And if we can get as many people on board this cruise, the good news is with all the people on board the cruise, we will certainly make a shipload of... All right, I'm getting on with it. A shipload. Okay. A shipload of money that will help us get... Okay. Will help us get all the people on board. So here we go. All right, as you can all tell, it's going to be an amazing cruise. Oh, look, it's just arrived. G'day, Donna. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Hey, Donna, tell that Ross we're thinking about him, and hopefully he can get on board and sort me out. Okay, Joe, saying g'day to Donna. By the way, Joe, thank you for putting up the fundraising section. So, folks, helpinghandsforcruising.org/fundraising, where you'll see all the fundraising things that we've got coming up. Donna saying, how are you doing, Joy? Donna, quick question. Has Ross had his first cup of coffee yet? Because I know that you can't talk to him unless he's had at least one cup of coffee. Joe is saying that he's counting down the days to the yearly work-related shutdown. That's cool. When is it, Joe? How many days? It's normally 2 weeks, but it blew out to a month this year. Seriously, you get a month off? Ooh. Well, that's a long time. Why are they shutting down for so long? Oh, he's still sleeping. Well, let him sleep. He needs it. Every time he wakes up in a bad mood, I get a migraine. I don't want a migraine. Migraine doesn't need to... I'm pretty sure you get it worse. He becomes like a big oaf. We love him to bits, so he's under a bit of stress. You know what his stress is? It's me. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Nice to see you on board. Man, I've been watching some of your stuff in the background. Haven't commented, but you've been doing some incredible drives, and glad to see it. So there we go. Donna is working 6:30 a.m. Man, that's a freaking long day. So I guess you're going to take us in the car with you and have a listen as we go along, correct? Joe is saying we are this year. There's a lot of work they need to do at work, and he's needing a break. He's needing a break. He needs to start training for a running festival in September. Are you running, mate? Are you going to be running in the festival? That'll be cool. 3 weeks, Donna. A 12-hour shift, 3 weeks. Seriously, that's a hefty mark. Sir Joe is saying Mr. Jones. There's a song about that, isn't there? Oh, lovely Mrs. Jones. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Joe, Gutsy. 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 I think you might have meant maybe g'day, but Gutsy. Let me see. TS. Yeah, no, that doesn't look right. Well, wait a minute. No, the T's not even next to the D. Oh, well, it is what it is. Jonesy is talking to Joe. But anyway, we'll see. Joe is saying his friend and he are walking in this one. Ah, cool. Good on you. Ah, good to see. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you very much for the education. You can tell that I'm highly literate. I understand everything, and yeah. Mate, you worked night shift. Oh my goodness me! And yeah, I know it was cold. Did you guys get to the minus figures? Because we got awfully close. I think tonight we're down to 3 degrees or 7 degrees or something like that. It's currently 9 with a feeling of 5 and 76% humidity. So when you're working nights, it must have been pretty, and especially where you guys are, it must have been pretty close to zero or minus. And by the way, have you guys seen any snow? Yeah, they're highly fatigued. I can understand that. I can tell you working night shift is not fun. Good question, Joe. I was kind of like asking that. Jonesy, has it snowed on Mount Wellington yet? Jonesy is saying changing streetlights to the new halogen. The new halogen? Is it halogen or is it LEDs? Because that's what we're putting in here in a lot of the new areas. We're putting in LEDs. Jonesy's saying it's icy. G'day, Tonydrumer. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. We've just had a chat about the RNR Tribute Cruise, and I can tell you what, we're gearing up for it. 66 cabins have been sold already, and we're hoping to fill it out. Lots of good times, good fun, and good things are going to be happening on that cruise. Jonesy is saying it has snowed on Mount Wellington or just around. If it's everywhere, then boy, we know. Joe is saying it snowed from Orange to Lithgow weekend before last. Jeez. No, we ain't got none. We ain't got none. So that's our happy news. We ain't got no snow. All around Tassie. Okay. But then you guys are a bit lower down than us, so closer to the Antarctic. So being down that far, I would expect maybe some snow, I would expect. Anyway, 'tis what it is. All right. I better get moving on with this because then Donna will tell Ross and then I'll be in serious trouble. Hang on a minute. Before I do that, Joe is saying there was a few cars involved in a fairly bad series of accidents just west of Bathurst yesterday. One of the cars involved was a first-time winter weather driver, a young girl whose car... Oh, hope she was okay. I hope everybody was okay in that incident. I can tell you, first-time drivers, there's got to be a way that we can educate people to drive for the conditions. Possibly she went in too fast, did all sorts of horrible things, and then therefore caused some issues. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, so I'm busy doing two things at once. Can you believe it? I'm definitely not the sort of person that can handle multitasking. I've got to do one thing at a time. Anyway, let me proceed. Okay, let me get this video up because this one will be a good one too.
The ABC's and You Group Cruise 2026 is the cruise you have been waiting for. Don't miss this opportunity to set sail on the magnificent Carnival Horizon for an epic 8-day sailing from Miami to the beautiful ABC Islands. After 2 amazing sea days, you will arrive at the island of Aruba where you can see the California Lighthouse or just take in the scenery. The next stop is Bonaire with its picturesque pink salt flats and amazing beaches. And then the last port of call is Curacao, where you can take a panoramic island tour or just take in the sights. 2 more sea days wrap up this cruise, and you will have plenty of time to hang out at the Pig and Anchor Bar, the Havana Bar, or the Ocean Plaza. There is so much to do on the horizon, and this is why it is a favorite among many. Contact Bruce at Ocean Travel or Felicia at Syrup City Travel today for more details and booking information for this amazing group cruise. We'll see you on board.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing cruise, because on that cruise, Gabby is actually going, and I know of a number of people who are going. Denise from Bone Tired Travelers will be on there, as well as Billy, Fake Captain, and his partner Danny. They'll be on board that cruise. And also Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel will be on that cruise. Somebody else I'm forgetting. Anyway, there'll be quite a few people on board that cruise, and it's going to be an absolute blast. Gabby's going to have, yes, Jen Cohen's going on that one. So it's going to be quite a blast, and everybody will be fine. All right, so Jonesy is saying that the snow's all around in the usual places. Joe is saying everyone is okay with that accident. Nobody was actually hurt. Black ice caught them all out. Seriously? Don't drive too fast on roads you don't know. Jonesy is saying they had a police officer shot and killed yesterday. That was the first fatality since 1920. How did an officer get shot and killed, mate? Were they in the right place at the wrong time? That's sad. Joe is saying, Jonesy, I heard that, a veteran of the Tasmanian Police Force. Yep. Very sad. Yeah. Why? Oh, boy. My one worry is who's actually doing this nonsense. Anyway, let's get back to basics here. So, as Jen alluded to last week, there are quite a few activities happening during the year. A couple of inaugural ones, which could end up being annual ones. I've yet to understand which. We're also looking at some future cruises that are going to be coming up as well. So we've got a lot of exciting stuff happening. And obviously, for the silent auction, if you do have anything that you know or would like to donate towards the silent auction, please go ahead, get in contact with Jen. So jen.events@helpinghands4cruising.org, or else crystal.partnerships@helpinghandsforcruising. They're the ones that need to know what you've got, and then we can get it all sorted for the silent auction. Joe is saying he went to a rural property to serve a repossession notice to the owner, and he got his hands on a firearm and shot the officer dead. Seriously, it's not worth it. Life is too short. He was serving an eviction notice to a farmer. The bank was taking it over. Well, the guy didn't have a chance, so why shoot the cop? Shoot the cop, you're going to jail. Seriously. There's easier ways of going to jail without spending your whole goddamn life in jail. Unbelievable. G'day, Stream Elements. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the like button. More importantly, please share with all your friends. Thank you, Stream Elements. Okay. Let's see. I've got one more video to show, but I'll show that a little bit later on when there's a little bit more time. Also, I wanted to say that there are a few changes happening in terms of how things are being performed. We'll be getting some more blood helping us out, which we need. And I'll tell you what, the more we get, the better it is, because it will just make the channel that much stronger, and it'll make the charity that much better. Joe is saying, well said, mate. He will be going to jail for a long, long, long time. Absolutely. What an idiot. Seriously. I mean, I know you're desperate, but there's other ways of handling life. Um, he might make more money being a contract farmer. That means that he goes to a farm and he works on their farm. That might help him out, but to lose everything like this is not good because you go to jail and then families do their own thing and then they end up splitting and then it becomes so difficult. And then the kids are the ones that suffer in the end. So yeah. But that's my 2 cents worth. Anyway, back to the charity. I've been talking with Jen and I've been talking with Ross and also with Bruce and Chris. In fact, the whole board, we've been talking, and there is a whole lot of excitement going on because we're getting all the activities in a line, in a row, and all the good news is going to be happening. So, for example, the fest that's about to come up, the silent auction, and then there's also another secret of, and then so we've got a bucket load of stuff that you guys need to get involved with. And all we ask is that if you know of somebody, well, a couple of things. If you know of somebody who's interested in assisting, hey, please get in touch with us. We'd be more than happy to have you come on board and help us out. Your help could be invaluable in a whole host of ways. It could be with any one of our any one of our committees that are going at this point in time. Joe is saying, Jonesy is saying he's cut his channels back to 4. So we started a channel called Outback Tasmania. It's all about his place, the Outback. Mate, that's a smart move because you had up to 9 channels at one point, didn't you? And with all those channels, man, it's a full-time occupation. So glad to hear that you've accumulated a couple of them, put them together, and developed a new one. Much better, much easier. So congratulations, mate. I hope you're fully successful. Tell you what, tomorrow evening, our time, 8 p.m., please jump on board the HH4C. And when you're on the HH4C, #duck. Not tonight, though, because you won't see that channel up. Here's a sight for sore eyes. Amy, how you doing? It's been ages since we've seen you. How you going? Nice to have you on board. And thank you for hosting the cruise where you had Roxanne on board. A lot of people had some good things to talk about for that cruise. And so, yeah, it was awesome. That was awesome. Good on you, Jonesy. Thank you, mate. Hey, Amy, I have got a question to ask you. There have been some people asking, is there any way that for the silent auction that we're going to be having with Helping Hands, is there any way that we can get something donated? For example, 1 free meal for 2 or whatever. Is there any way we can get that done anywhere around the country? Your advice on how we can organise donations would be greatly appreciated. And by doing that, we want to make a total fuss, not only of the people that have purchased or have won in the silent auction, won that benefit, but also Outback being listed as one of our donors, as sponsors. So that would be absolutely awesome if we could organise something like that. Lots of free promotion. So we'd appreciate that if we could get that done. Point us in the right direction. That'd be awesome. Okay, so here we go. Now, Amy, I'm going to ask if you can work some time out for this one. This would be freaking awesome because you'd actually get to see the real Outback. Have a look. You're Ilana.
You're Shaun.
And together we are the Down Under Cruisers, welcoming you to... What are we doing on New Year's Eve 2026-27?
Funny you should say that. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Oh, you know what? What could be better than party time, New Year's Eve party time, in the middle of the beautiful Pacific Ocean over the Great Barrier Reef?
We're going on a cruise?
We're going on a cruise.
Whoa! Well, let's have a look. Yeah, that's going to be one hell of a cruise, Joe. Did you see how long it was away? 566 days or something like that. So that's going to be totally amazing. Amy is saying she wouldn't be able to do it for the other stores. I understand that. Is there somebody at a head office that we can contact that might give us some benefit and help us out? That would be great. Now, by the way, Amy, you are competing with Outback Tasmania. Did you know that? There we go. It's another Jonesy channel. Thank you, mate. That would be really fantastic. I'm glad you've actually gotten in there and liked, subscribed, and whatever. So that's great. But I was just joking there, Amy, not competition at all. Joe is saying he's thinking of going to Orange for a day out during the shutdown. It'll set him back $27.60. Mum could not drive there for that. Man, that's real cheap. Yeah. On a coach, obviously. 559 days, way off your 599. Yeah, well, there are times when I'm a bit less dexic, mate. But as we know, you're counting down the hours, so that's cool. I'm really pleased that you're counting down the hours because it's going to be one hell of a fun cruise. Currently, we got 6 cabins organised, I believe. Jonesy, you're one of them, aren't you, mate? So come on board. Come and check us out. Come have fun with us. Apparently, the Carnival Luminos is an amazing ship. I just heard from Nancy Plack, who's just from Nautical Nurse Nancy. She's just come back off the Carnival Luminosa along with Sarah and Bob from Q's Cruises. And they also were on together at the same time and said the cruise was absolutely amazeballs. So, yeah. And for us, and their cruise went to Alaska. So for us, Alaska is a bucket list cruise. So, yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, don't have much other info for you other than what was discussed with Jen last week. Those of you that don't know what the hell I'm talking about, my suggestion would be please jump on the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel and have a look at some of our previous videos, that will certainly help you out. Now, by the way, if you know of somebody who is Jonesy's saying he's definitely going on the Great Barrier Reef cruise. Awesome. So we know that's definitely 6 cabins. So if you know anybody who is willing to be a host and do some cruises as a host, please put together a 2 to 5 minute video telling us why you'd like to be a host and how you can help, and that will be greatly appreciated. If you know of anybody you think would benefit from being on a cruise, and the criteria is that they have never cruised before, for one reason or another, whether they are financially strapped or they are disabled or they are the carer of somebody disabled, as long as they've never had the opportunity to get on board a cruise ship for one difficult circumstance or another, please put together a 2 to 5 minute video telling us why you think that person deserves an opportunity to get on board a cruise ship. Having said that, it should be a great deal of fun. Now, Joe's saying he can't wait to meet Jonesy. Be prepared for all the matters of shenanigans. Boy, Joe, I think Jonesy is so innocent, he does not even know how to spell shenanigans. Yeah, right. Jonesy being innocent. I swear, Jonesy could teach you everything he knows, and you know that. Seriously, yep. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun in the sun. And apparently, from what I understand, Nautical Nurse Nancy has actually gone and hidden something. Yeah, I thought you'd do that, Jonesy. I thought you would. Nautical Nurse Nancy has hidden some items in some certain places, which is interesting because we'll need to see if we can find them if they haven't been found already by the time we get to cruise on that ship. So, yeah, certainly looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, folks, I don't have much more to say other than tune in next week. Possibly I will have a guest on board. I'm trying to get some guests to come and chat with us. Also, keep on the lookout for various videos that are going to be coming out on AHH4C. And the more of those videos that we get out, the more we hope that people will become involved. And the more that become involved, the better it is. So there we go. Have a great day, folks. I'm going to call it quits and see you all tomorrow when hopefully I might have, if he's up to it, Sir Jimmy of the Astuteness joining us. As you may or may not be aware, folks, he is at home now from his hospital, and apparently he had to go in for some checkups. So I've yet to find out how that all worked. But anyway, that's the news. Joe is saying he's planning to bring some bottles of flavoured milk from south of the border, not Norco, but his local dairy, Little Big Dairy Company. You have two choices: fair trade chocolate or what? Fair trade chocolate or iced coffee. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Good on you, Jonesy. Thank you for popping in. Joe, see us tomorrow night. We might be able to. I might be able to function tomorrow. Yep, hopefully. As I said, it's been an extremely long day. Anyway, folks, wishing you the best. Have a great day, and thank you, Jimmy, for this song that's coming up. Take care.
set sail today, rising up no delay. Hands reach out, we say, join us come what may. Waves of hope we ride, strength is found inside. Together side by side, we conquer every tide. Helping hands for cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing just
This is from Fantastic Cruise Group, Carnival Pride. We had a blast, we enjoy ourselves.
Smiles light up the night, under stars so bright. Turning
I want to
wrongs to
thank him and
right,
Matt.
holding on so tight. Sail with me, we'll find joy in every kind.
That we all joined ourselves together, and they are great friends of ours now. We got 2 brothers. And
Who are they?
oh, Dewey and Captain Bill.
Right. So you guys just had your first cruise. How did you guys enjoy it? And what do you think was your favorite thing that you did?
Favorite thing that we did?
Every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing. Nothing, just keep moving. Holding hands for cruising. Every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing. Nothing, just keep moving.
And do you guys have any recommendations for first-time cruisers?
Under stars so bright,
Believe everything you hear when they say you want to eat.
Definitely.
Food here.
holding on so tight.
It's convenient, right at hand.
Sail with me, we'll find
The ice cream machine needs to
joy in every kind.
every time you walk through the door,
Leave
it's
the
right
past behind. In each
Great. Well, thank you for letting me interview you.